Hello and welcome to the first FastTrack video of my channel. In this video we're going to be covering the things we covered in the previous videos like output, input and data values. This will put it together in one program so you can see them all working together. So what I'm going to be doing in FastTrack videos is there's going to be several sections: programming, organization, coding and the result. And this is because in later videos it's going to get quite complicated, and this will help keep everything in mind. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a program that adds two numbers. Okay, we want to create two numbers and we want to output this on the screen. So in order to make two numbers we're going to need the variable integer. So we're going to say, alright, let's make two integers, and then we're going to say show the user what they need to do, and then we're going to ask them enter int1, enter int2, and then we're going to do calculations, and then we're going to output in that order. Alright, so I'm just going to comment this out and we'll see what happens. So the first thing I said we'd do is we're going to make two integers. So I'm going to say int x and int y. Next, I'm going to show what the user needs to do. So I'm going to say this program adds two numbers. And that'll be the first line. After that, I want to show please enter the first number. Let's say integer, so they know more specifically what they need to enter. After that, we are going to enter integer 1. So let's start with x. Then we're going to say, okay, thank you. Please enter second integer. So the user knows what they've done and is ready to do the next one. We're going to put an end line here so that we don't get stuck after the input. You'll see when we get to the screen. And then we tell them to enter from the keyboard into y. After this, I'm going to make a new integer to save things into. So I've got my new integer z. Then we're going to say z equals x plus y. And if you remember what I said in the previous video, equals makes the compiler look for two things, the right side and the left side. So it's going to take this right side, x plus y, and it's going to save it in z. So the value here and the value here are going to be added and put into z. After that, we're going to show the user all the nice information they've entered. We're going to say your first integer was, and then we're going to show x. Your second integer was, and we're going to show y. And finally, we're going to show them what happened. So we're going to say, okay, those two integers add up to, and then we're going to show z. This should follow what we've done here. We made two integers. We showed the user what they need to do. And we've asked them to enter number 1. We've shown them what they need to do again into the next one. And then we created a new variable and we saved the adding into it. And then this is our output section. We're just showing this section, we're just showing the user what they want. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, you can see that everything we predicted comes out in the program. And we're going to enter the first integer. So we're going to enter 82. Alright, now we want to enter another integer. And we'll make it easy, something you can add up in your head. 82 and 18, which should add up to 100. It tells you the first thing you entered was 82, the second thing you entered was 18, and the third thing you entered, or sorry, no, they add up to 100. Alright, so now I'm going to include a few more variables. I'm just going to plug them in. So let's include a boolean and a character. Okay, boolean A, character B. And after this calculation, we're going to ask the user to enter more stuff. So we're going to say, please enter true or false. That's how Boolean works. It's a switch. They can enter 1 or 0 if they prefer. They can enter anything that's true or false, or 1 or 0. So this will display on the screen, and then we'll ask them to enter the value for Boolean. And they can only enter true or false. Next, we're going to ask them, we're going to say thank you again. And we're going to ask them to please enter a character. And this can be, if you remember, it can be any character in the alphabet, or it can be things like question marks and exclamation marks. Okay, so we see in for B. And then we're going to output these again. We're going to say your true or false was, and then we're going to show them A, and we're going to show them what they entered for the next thing as well. We're going to say your character was B. Alright, so let's have a look now. We'll do another easy one. 5 plus 10 adds up to 15. Now they want us to enter true or false, so we're going to say true. Okay. Unfortunately, what I did here was I typed a string when it was expecting 1 or 0. Boolean is either a 1 or 0. In the computer, it's saved as 1 or 0. However, if you do a check, which we'll cover later, you can check for true or false. So we're going to rerun this with easy values again, and we're going to enter 1, which is true, or 0, which is false. So let's enter 1, and now it wants us to enter a character. We're going to put in J. Okay, and it shows that to us. All we've done is we've entered the values for these variables, and we output them to the screen. I hope that was a good demonstration of output, input, and data types, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks very much.